SafeSpace, refuge for growth and healing. Want to be connected to all that SafeSpace has to offer? Join our email community. Stay in the loop with inspirational insights and updates. Join our email community and connect with like-minded individuals on the path to self-discovery. Sign up now.
Find your tribe in a safe, supportive space. Join the SafeSpace private community and connect with others who get it. We're waiting for you. Stay connected wherever you are with lives and video drops. Text VTerrillHill to 833-458-3658 for instant updates and powerful insights. Join the text community now. Curious about what's next? Book an intuitive tarot reading with VTerrillHill and get the clarity you need. Your future awaits. Heal from within and transform your life. Schedule a soul healing consultation and take the first step towards wholeness. Start your journey today.
Click the Linktree link inside of the description box connected to this video for all of what the SafeSpace universe has to offer.
My people, 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 my people. How are y'all doing today? I hope y'all are well. I hope you're pouring out the spout where the glory comes out. I didn't really test the audio today, guys. It's y'all. Okay, y'all should know my excuse for being late. Anybody know my excuse for being late? Huh? Y'all know why I'm late today? Well, somebody like to comment why I'm late today. I wonder if y'all know. Nope, LaQuisha, that's not be rebuked. We ain't even 10 minutes in. You already got rebuked, LaQuisha. I told y'all why. No, Moni Love. Oh my, listen, I overslept one time, and now y'all gonna blame me for being asleep. That's Andrew. Thank you, Lisa. The conference. I told you everything that goes left, right, wrong, up or down is the conference fault all week. It's the conference fault. Oh my God. No, y'all, I really, like I said, I want it to be balanced. VT, I sent you a package and you should have tracking in your. That was you, KJ? Oh my God. KJ. Okay, hold on. There might be new people here. I can't be acting like this in front of the new people. KJ. So I got the email yesterday, right? And I was like, who sent me this? And I've been trying to click it to figure out what it is because, I'm not going to just wait. But KJ, you got that thing locked down. I don't even know what it is. I cannot wait. It gets here Friday, KJ. It gets here Friday at 9 o'clock. So I will open it on Monday. Now, am I going live on Monday? I don't know. Because guess what I'll be just getting out of? The conference. Oh, God. He gets, I know. I just be enjoying myself. KJ, I cannot wait. Oh, God. No, I didn't. No, I saw that. I said tracking. So the next thing I did was I looked at where it was going to, and it said the P.O. box. And I said, oh, somebody's sending me something. All righty. Anyway, okay. Disclaimer before I read the comments, I don't have notes again today. Yesterday, I did really well. I think I'm getting saved in this hour. I'm saved by his power divine. Save something divine. My life is sweet and my joy is complete, for I'm saved. Oh, I just did that run. Anyway, hey, Franju, how you doing today? Hey, Cohort, how you doing? Of course she did. 1406, how you be? Thank y'all for the green hearts. If you're glad to be here, drop 3 green hearts in the comments. Hey, Recash, Cali Diva for life, Lisa. Oh, Joanne, welcome back, Sugar Plums. Welcome back to you. LaQuisha, what up with you, my people, my people, my people? Hey, Moni Love, how you doing? Walt B, brethren, how you doing? Andrea, KJ, Frandrew, Yariel, what up with you, Sugar Plums? You all right? Johnny Mac, how you doing? VT, I have to ask again, are you pouring from the spot where the glory comes out? Always, every day of my life. No, stop right there. Stop right there, Vincent. Hold on. Hi, everyone. How are you guys? Miss you all. Be back. Oh, you're not back yet? Well, still welcome back, Joanne. Well, welcome back when you get back, Joanne. I am Miss Ricks. How are you doing? I hope you're well. Oh, my gosh. Let's see here. Cookie Wookie. I got your text, Cookie, by the way. But you said it to me right when I was going to live. Let me see something real quick. Y'all, we're going to get into the story, all right? We're going to get into the story. Let me see something. Okay, good. All right, we're going to get into the story in a second. Oh, I forgot, this is the members-only section, and I talked to the private community members. Today, we're going to be talking about Caleb Wilson. If you guys have not heard about Caleb was unalived, pledging as a Q. And I believe Southern State University or something like that, Southern State College, or what have you. We're going to be talking about that. Not a long show today because I got my foot on the neck of this good old what? Conference. So I'm going to stay there. Right, because you were working on the conference. Right, Johnny Mac, thank you. Oh, you too late. You too late, boo. You too late. Thank you, Melanie Rice. Y'all thought I was asleep. Good evening to you, Angie B. Me. How you doing? I read that one already. Lucy, how are you? I hope you're well. Okay, KJ, don't you worry about a thing. Don't you worry about a thing. Right, I'll have a conference hangover on Monday. I will. Oh, my God. Y'all, this has been on my mind. We started working on this conference in April, guys. Oh, my God. I don't expect you to go live on Monday. He's going to leave us hanging. Whatever. I see you hit the string behind you. Yes, I did, because I got called out something horrible. Oh, through new life sublime. What is sublime? Why are they making it hard to worship? Hold on. I'm saved by his power divine. Hold on, too high. I'm saved by his power divine. I'm saved. New life sublime. What the? Anyway, my life is sweet. My joy is complete. Let me go. This is too much. Thank y'all for the green hearts. Oh, my God. Servant Gary, you missed me covering your church, man. Southern University. Yes, that's right. That story was so sad. Hopefully colleges cracked down. Absolutely. Southern University. Yes. Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to run to a quick commercial break. And then when we come back, we're going to jump into all of the things. We will not be long today. We're going to talk about this, and then we're going to get on out of here. If I can get through with this show up under an hour, I'll do a quick private community, because I know I hadn't been live that much in the private community. All right, we'll be right back. Don't y'all go nowhere. All right. Okay.
We are inviting you to Impartation 2025, a cross-generational family conference in this great city of Charlotte, North Carolina, this March 7th through the 9th. Join us as we ignite the Pentecostal fire with practical in our journey to healing and strengthening our family bonds.
This conference is inspired by our podcast, Bridging the Gap with the Hills. We invite you to embrace the art of family healing, from navigating tough conversations to taking the personal steps for self-empowerment.
Faces are feeling really fast as we are anticipating this event. Register now to secure your spot in this community of dedicated people to the mending of
Child, StreamYard done did an update, and I called myself trying to do right by it, and it didn't do right by me. To the mending of hearts and the healings of souls was the last piece of that video. We'll be right back.
SafeSpace, refuge for growth and healing. Want to be connected to all that SafeSpace has to offer? Join our email community. Stay in the loop with inspirational insights and updates. Join our email community and connect with like-minded individuals on the path to self-discovery. Sign up now.
Find your tribe in a safe, supportive space. Join the SafeSpace private community and connect with others who get it. We're waiting for you. Stay connected wherever you are with lives and video drops. Text VTerrillHill to 833-458-3658 for instant updates and powerful insights. Join the text community now. Curious about what's next? Book an intuitive tarot reading with VTerrillHill and get the clarity you need. Your future awaits. Heal from within and transform your life. Schedule a soul healing consultation and take the first step towards wholeness. Start your journey today.
Click the Linktree link inside of the description box connected to this video for all of what the SafeSpace universe has to offer.
Hey, welcome back. My name is VTerrillHill. I'm a healing soul healer. I come live Monday through Thursday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I appreciate you guys for having mercy, giving me grace as I am getting what? Ready for the conference. Now, you know you can join me. All North Carolina people, if you are in North Carolina, you want to join me at the conference. At least come on Sunday and say, hey, I didn't skip you, did I? Hi, Thick Madam 39. Hi, girl. Hi. How you doing? Come to Charlotte on Sunday, girl. Anyway, hey, to be notified when I go live, text VTerrillHill to 833-458-3658. Text VTerrillHill to 833-458-3658. Y'all have been cutting up all this week. Don't leave me hanging today. Oh, that took me. If I can get 10 of you to send $10 to SafeSpace VTH, that's the Cash App, PayPal, and Zelle. It's info@VTerrillHill.com. And the Venmo is at VTerrillHill. That will help me greatly. All right. The Cash App, SafeSpace VTH, PayPal, Zelle, info@VTerrillHill.com, and Venmo is at VTerrillHill. As y'all can see, I get horribly excited when packages come in the P.O. box. I opened that P.O. box talking junk. I'm like, now listen, I don't open this box and I didn't spend this money. And if them jokers don't send them, I'm going to be hot as fish grease. And y'all been sending. Oh, me of little faith. Oh, me of little faith. So anyway, P.O. Box 221, Wisset, North Carolina, 27377. I'll open the packages live all the way up until there are too many packages to do in one show, and then we'll start having to do a special live for the packages alone. All right. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. I just need 9 of you to send $10 and help us reach the goal. Private community, I haven't been hot this week because what? I've been working on the conference, but I promise you I'm going to be hot. Will y'all be mad at me if we skip book club tomorrow? I tell you what, if we skip book club tomorrow, I will do a special live once I get to the hotel and we could just yap. How about that? How about that? If we skip book, if y'all allow me to skip book club tomorrow, I will check into the hotel around 4 o'clock. And around 5, I'm going to get on and we can yap and cut up and have a good time. Will y'all be all right with that? Huh? Will you be all right? Say something. Email us info@VTerrillHill.com. Info@VTerrillHill.com. Like, share, subscribe, and comment, all right? Do me a favor. Today is not a heavy show, but please don't, I want you guys to please support and at least give 2 comments. People in the bushes, especially because the numbers are extremely loaded. I had to make sure that I had my visibility was on public. What be with the numbers? Besides probably the fact that there's a lot of folks that thought I wasn't going live today because I came on late. Nonetheless, because the numbers are so low, I really need all bush people to at least give me 2 comments and like the video. Can you do me that favor, please? I appreciate you in advance. All right. Are y'all ready to get into this? How all in the comments will be at the conference. I don't know if that's a question, a statement, or answer. What are you talking about, Trey? Angel Heart says yes. Lucretia says, now that just made me mad. You said that right when I typed how excited I was about. Skip it. Sidebar. BT, I'm finna to be reading for book club tomorrow. Marianne Williams is wearing me out. Right? What up, Trey? How you doing? Recash, Dick Madam. Uh-huh. Dick Madam, I'll see you Sunday, boo. Oh, a Southern University alum is here. Oh, who? Oh, he meant how many? Y'all know, I don't know why I'd be having a hard time deciphering. I need the spirit of deciphering of the comments. Shine. Anyway, I don't feel like talking about this today, but I'm on here. So can we just talk real quick, y'all? Hold on. I done say, y'all know I'm short. I done made this desk too high. I can't see the computer. Let me pull this up real quick. Yeah. Reject all cookies because the devil's a liar. All right, let's talk about this story real quick. Let me see. Media presentation. Oh, Lord. StreamYard done did something. There we go. Add the stage. Now bring me down. Okay, Servant Gary. All right, let's talk about this real quick. This young man here, a sad story. His name is Caleb Wilson, and he was pledging to be a Q. Okay. Well, apparently he got punched in the chest, had a seizure, and died. Now that's bad enough. That's absolutely bad enough until you figure out the rest of the story. Let's go through this real quick. So the initial story regarding a college junior who died after participating in a hazing ritual while pledging the Omega Psi Phi fraternity chapter at Southern University in Baton Rouge may have been fabricated, according to sources. So off gate. Hey, Daquan, off gate, this is bad. Y'all unalived the man, and then you lied to the people about what happened. Caleb Wilson was only 20 years old. He was a junior at a mechanical engineering student at the university. He was pronounced unalived on Thursday, February the 27th, at the Baton Rouge General Hospital after he collapsed during a ritual activity. Now, here's where it gets crazy. Initially, it was reported that Wilson had been standing in a line with others in a park off campus when he collapsed. Then he was brought to the hospital by friends. However, on Tuesday, that was yesterday, WAFPB reported that sources are claiming that the initial story was fabricated. Instead, the sources claim that the event took place in a warehouse off campus and that Wilson had been punched in the chest. So they told the authorities they were at the park, and they were not even at the park. They were at a warehouse. According to those same sources, the unsanctioned event involved 9 pledges standing in line, each taking blows to the chest. When Wilson was hit in the chest, he allegedly collapsed to the ground and began to have a seizure. Now, I got to ask a question. How hard were they hitting this man where he slips into a seizure? See, and maybe I'm a bit disconnected, but I'm not like hazing, blah, blah, blah. It is what it is. I would never do it. I don't care about it. But I think there's a thick line, not a thin line, a thick line between hazing and straight out abuse. And what this is straight up abuse. Abuse of power, abuse of position, and abuse of humanity. Okay, walk around in your drawers and bark. Hazing. Get a paddle. And if you bark in soprano, I'm going to paddle you. Hazing. Punching people in the chest so hard. that they slip into a seizure is ridiculous, and it is manslaughter. Let's keep on going. I'm going to read y'all's comments in a second, all right? All right. After Wilson was brought to the hospital, it's further alleged that the fraternity brothers met at an undisclosed location to discuss the developing matter. During this alleged meeting, the members reportedly came up with the story that Wilson collapsed in the park. Now, can I tell y'all how dumb that is? May I tell you how dumb that is? That's dumb. You got 9 people that are directly or indirectly involved in, at the very least, manslaughter. Did they really think that all 9 people was going to not say something? Let's not talk about forensics, DNA, investigation, none of that. There is no such thing. Well, hold on. What's that child name? Robinson, Shaquilla Robinson. Let me stop for a second, because that Shaquilla Robinson, all of them got the same story. Shanquilla Robinson or something like that. So I don't know. But let me get back to what I'm saying. The chances that 9 people are going to keep the same story and risk making their life a living hell is slim, in my opinion. So off gate, this is stupid, but let's keep on going. The update arrives a day after Wilson's family broke their silence, releasing a statement to the media. The loss of Caleb has left an unimaginable void in our hearts, but your kindness and compassion has provided some solace, the Wilson family said, adding, Caleb was a bright and talented young man with a promising future ahead of him. His passion for life, his dedication to his studies, his love for music, and the Southern University Human Jukebox Marching Band were just a few of many qualities that made him an extraordinary person. After releasing a statement to confirm his death, Southern University and A&M College released a new statement. Now, these statements from these institutions really piss me off because they be so generic. Southern University and A&M College continues to hold in our thoughts the family and loved ones of Caleb Wilson. We are deeply saddened by the reports of actions that led to his unfortunate unnecessary loss of life. The statement began, adding that the university is conducting an internal investigation. And of course, once the investigation is complete, they'll take their actions. Somebody going to jail. Now, somebody's going to go to jail anyway. Well, I don't know. Involuntary manslaughter. Right judge, right rep, right this, right. Well, no, because Louisiana has some very harsh hazing laws. So it's not just, somebody was going to jail. Let's read this second article, and then we're going to read y'all's comments, and we're going to get on out of here, y'all. I told you I'm not going to be long today. The Southern University student died after being punched in the chest during a fraternity hazing, source says. Now, this is the family here. Could you imagine? Could you guys imagine, though, getting the news, waking up normal, waking up like every other human wakes up, and then you realize that your son, your brother, your nephew, your cousin is gone. Not because he was doing something horrendous, went slanging dope, gang banging. He was simply being hazed to get into a fraternity. I don't even know how you recover from that. Now, it says Caleb Wilson, 20-year-old Southern University student, died last week after being punched in the chest during a fraternity hazing, in which about 10 fraternity members hit pledges with their fists and objects. Now, that's crazy. All 10 of them was hitting these guys? That's crazy. Like, that is so ridiculous. The February 27th hazing incident took place at a warehouse off Greenville Springs Road, according to multiple sources, not a local park. Watch this. A police said some of the fraternity members told them. I told y'all, them jokers ain't keeping no secret. One source said Wilson, a Kerner native and a former junior engineering student, was not singled out. So somebody's squilling already. He wasn't singled out, but apparently experienced a medical episode as a result of being pledged. The source said 911 was never called, and there was a lapse in time between Wilson's medical episode and fraternity members bringing him to the hospital. So not only did they punch the man into a seizure, they did not call 911, and they waited to take him to the hospital. So we are at this point well past involuntary manslaughter. There ain't no slap on the wrist, probation, don't get in trouble no more, go about your life. This is straight up and down murder. That's ridiculous. Anyway, let's keep on reading. And mind you, this is a source because ain't nobody trying to be quiet. Now, the warehouse they were at, now here's how deep this goes. According to the Secretary of State in Louisiana, the warehouse the records show the warehouse is leased by Todd Smith. Okay. He's the owner of California Hardwood Floors in East Baton Rouge. Okay. Guess what fraternity Smith is a part of? Lambda Alpha Qs. So Smith was letting his good bros use the warehouse. Now Smith is an accomplice. Now, mind you, Smith is a grown man business owner. How much does Smith know? Was Smith there? Has Smith been letting these men use this warehouse all this time? See, let me keep on going here. I said this was going to be fast. Now I'm getting lost in it. It's the fraternity under criminal investigation by police and administrative probe by Southern University. He told local TV station WFFB that his son is a member of Omega Psi Phi. So his son is. They said Wilson was brought to the hospital unconscious by people who found him that way at the North Sherwood Forest Park. The source said, the squiller, that Wednesday, the fraternity members were never at the park where they initially claimed the fraternity event happened. It's an ugly situation, the source said, adding that other pledges at the event were devastated by what happened to their brother. Let me tell you this. These other pledges, y'all are dumb. I would be squilling and talking and screaming to the high heavens, low hell. You ain't going to get me caught up in this. The source said the hazing ritual involved physical violence, not alcohol or drugs. The Baton Rouge Police Department has interviewed pledges who were there that night. Now, here's what the source said. This is crazy. This is the part that got my attention. I expect charges to come, the source said. The question is just who is going to be arrested and what the charges are going to be. Now, anybody studying what the school got to say? All right, that's that. So far, there's more. Let me figure out how to do this. I need to do this. Now, before I read comments, I want to go to Twitter because I want to highlight. I'm gonna read that later, Farrell. I'm gonna read that later. I want to highlight something that I think is a little ridiculous, but I am not a member of the D9. So maybe y'all can make this make sense to me, okay? And then we're going to get to the comments. We're going to get out of here. Oh, 1 second. Share this tab instead. There. So this guy tweets, if you're not D9, don't speak on Caleb Wilson. And then that's now basically what he's saying what other people have been telling people on social media. Then his words are, you all beat this young man, dropped him off at the hospital, and then met up to discuss what lie y'all was going to tell the police. This is murder. Send them to prison. Okay? So you know me, I'm going to go to the comments. Now, Maul says, no one never said, let me see, make sure y'all can see this. Hold on, let me blow this up. I'm glad I looked over here. Now, Maul says, no one never said don't speak on justice for this young man. The whole fraternity didn't do this. If you read the article in its entirety, it stated they did an unsanctioned ritual. This means what they did is not protocol for joining that fraternity. Okay? Let's be very clear. I'm addressing the comment in general. If I read the article in its entirety to assume, okay, they're going to clap back and forth. And Janae says a black man died an avoidable death, and they want MFs to shut up about it. Insanity. Braxton says cult. If you truly care about community service, join a D nonprofit and serve. Jason says grown a man and a no girls allowed club. Hold on. And then Her says, I don't need to be D9 to know what's wrong and to know what's not okay. I think all responsible should be held accountable because now this family is left with more questions than answers. This is dumb. Right. And technically, Caleb isn't D9 either because they literally killed him before any of that could happen. Now, Heart of Inspiration says, I'm D9 and I agree with you. I also know none of us, especially those of a certain age, can legitimately sit here and pretend that unsanctioned rituals go on all the time and are low-key condoned in a way. Those who don't go through these rituals are commonly known as having, paper letters. Not saying it's right, just saying it is. This is what I'm saying here. I will read this one again, then we're going to come back. I also know none of us, especially those of a certain age, can legitimately sit here and pretend that unsanctioned rituals go on all the time and are low-key condoned in a way. If those men were punching those guys very hard, that one of them had a seizure, and that one of the adult cues gave those men the warehouse to do said hazing, I find it hard to believe that no staff member or faculty knew these unsanctioned events, or didn't know rather, these unsanctioned events was going on. That's why if y'all notice, I wasn't really giving the school too much with these little statements. Because let's be real. What is it? BFFR. Now, if you're a D9 member, I want to hear your thoughts in the comments. But my thing is this. I don't know. Now, I want to hear y'all thoughts in the comments. You're a D9 member. I don't know if the message should be not all D9 members, unsanctioned. If you're not D9, stay out of this. It's giving, and I've said this, how when pastors talk about not all pastors are bad, not all cops are bad. See, what we're dealing with is an institutional issue. It should be a given that not all are as a part of this. But when it's an institutional issue, you must address it as such. And to suggests that if you are not a part of the D9, you should not be involved in the conversation is making me feel like that's the reason why Caleb got unalived in the first place. It is time to pull the covers and address the cancer that's connected to this institutional issue of hazing when it comes to fraternities. Which makes me think that's how old boy got the warehouse. Because a grad let them. All right. Oh, Lord, this is supposed to be fast. I didn't even think I was going to get into my little mojo thingy thing. Now here I am. Say it louder. Give me my life. I've never been a follower. I wanted to be a personal pleaser. No one wants to be paper. If you're paper, the old heads won't respect you. Well, I'm going to be paper. What I look like. And at this point, I'm too grown to be in all the things other things. All right, let me scroll up here and see what y'all are saying in the comments. But those of you that are part of the D9, let me know your thoughts on what I just said. Okay, here we go. Servant Gary says, yeah, very sad. He got punched in the chest. He collapsed, then had a seizure. They was at a warehouse instead of at a park. Yep. Lucretia, focus, baby. Sickening. Hit extremely hard. Hit way too hard. I absolutely agree. Imagine being unalived by people who you looked up to for brotherhood, arrest and prosecute them all for lying. Absolutely. And I didn't even think about that kind of emotional, the kind of vulnerability and surrender that a probate, is it a probate or a candidate? I don't know the terms, has to their older brother. I don't know the terms, but y'all know what I'm saying. And this is why I could never have pledged. Yeah. First of all, I cannot understand for the life of me why people want to be a part of some mess like that might endanger their life. Make it make sense. Well, Annie Hill, here's how I look at it. You get away with it for so long. At worst, you're sore the next day. Ha, ha, ha. But I think there's a power trip that gets in it, because you can't tell me all them black people in that warehouse and no one had enough spirit to know, all right, we got to back up a little. We need to slow down. There was a major override of spirit, of discernment, of consciousness. Literally, this is a case of dying to belong. Absolutely. Q's be doing some underhand stuff. They're supposed to not be hazing. The family can sue the chapter, but not the organization. I would sue. Those fraternities and sororities play too much. Agree. If it takes time, if it takes this is cult behavior. Can't believe they still do this sickening nonsense. I'm a Sigma. They supposed to not be hazing. They can lose their chapter at the school and will get fines from the organization. Servant Gary, were you hazed? Are you a man of a certain age, Servant Gary? Secretly, obviously they still do this mess. Couldn't be my child. Yeah, and I think that is the bigger issue for me. At this point, instead of hushing people up that are not a part of the D9 like it's none of our business, it is time to do an institutional correction. It is time to do institutional correction. Yeah, they're going straight to jail. The fraternities and sororities play too much. Parents don't pay all that money to send those kids to college for that. I know it's good brotherhood and sisterhood, but please stop doing crazy stuff. Frat hazing gone deadly. Wilson took a chest blow, seized up, and the bros allegedly met in secret to fake a park collapse story, but someone snitched. If receipts drop, expect criminal charges. Right. Absolutely. Hey, Dr. Seuss. Proud Delta here. Okay, we got a D9er, y'all. I am sorry to hear about this young man. Letters aren't worth dying over. Absolutely. Such a handsome young man. All right. Finally, some groceries we can eat. 2 wings and biscuit boxes available in the fellowship hall. Y'all make sure y'all patronize the fellowship hall, please. He could possibly still be alive had they called. We will never know. That's the part about it. Oh, my God. if they, I guarantee, well, I can't say that he would be alive right now, but the chances are, and I am no lawyer, so I'm just talking off the top of my head, chances are high that some folks could have, quote unquote, got away with it. Involuntary manslaughter, probation 5 years, suspended from the fraternity, kicked off the campus, F of your life a little bit. But now it's done. It's giving almost premeditated murder. I don't know. Y'all know that. Proud to hear. I'm so sorry. Oh, I've read that one already. Definitely the M word, which I just said, I wasn't supposed to say. Todd Smith, go do some time. Yeah, and I wonder how, I mean, let's be honest. Okay. Todd Smith, if I read the article correct, his son is a part of the Bros. Todd Smith allowed the Bros to have access to his warehouse where they conducted an unsanctioned haze. The chances seem very high that Todd Smith knew what was going on. Now, will Todd Smith get charged for being an accomplice? I'm not sure, but he's way, way too close to the fire right now. VT, I would say yes, sir. He allowed them to use the warehouse. Yeah, that's the fact that y'all did this and tried to cover it up, just belong under the jail. Like, how dark are you? And can I say something else? This happened Thursday. The top blew off on Tuesday. How dark are all of them? Not just one of them. All of them. Now, I can understand being scared, being shocked. There is a freeze frame that happens to you when things collapse out of nowhere, and it takes you a while to snap out of it. But come on, some 4 or 5 days, I think it's time to start judging everybody's character. And I'm not saying everybody's wrong or has bad character, but I think that everyone in attendance, including Todd Smith's character, should be up under the microscope right now, in my opinion. I don't know Smith, but I know he knew what was happening. I feel like it's very likely. Now you can haze in prison. See how that works out? And it'd be me. If he was wrong, I'd say something. If he was wrong, I could say something. The source was definitely a pledge. I guarantee you he was. I'm going to have to stop chatting because I done started cussing. Yeah, Annie, it'll pull it out of you. Pirelli says, I was over Greek life at an HBCU. I had to conduct these kinds of investigations. When I heard this, I immediately knew hazing was involved and they was lying. See, so for the school to put out this kind of, we do not allow this kind of going on and we're going to do our own investigation. BS. They ban hazing from all Divine Nine organizations. You will be prosecuted if you're hazing and pay fines and lose your chapter. Come on now. I can't even look at this photo. Smith is going to be sued and lose his letters. Now, if I was the family, bump criminal charges, I'm going after Smith's business. When they lied, they knew they were doing wrong. Yep. Exactly. If you didn't get hazed during your process, you got no respect on campus. That's interesting. I'd rather be a paper letter than dead, right? They know what's going on. They know. The graduate chapters oversee. Oh, I read that one already. All right, okay. It's very nuanced, very nuanced. The chapters have members who this is their only sphere of influence and exert this kind of violence. It happens in most stud organizations in college, or student organizations in a college campus, not just a NPHC. I don't know what an NPHC is. But let's be honest. Come on now. I believe the same thing for cops. I believe the same thing for a lot of spaces of leadership. Your only means of influence is the little people you're over, and you go out of your mind. Your character cannot handle that kind of leadership and influence. And if we must keep hazing, then we need to be able to vet these people that have this kind of authority. If he's a bum, he don't need to be hitting on nobody. You say, well, we ain't even be hitting in the first place, but come on, they're not going to stop. So let me speak differently. That bastard don't got no integrity, but yet he's in charge of humans? Ain't nobody ought to be in charge of humans that don't got no self-respect and decency about them. William Murphy is an honorary Q. He's so proud. That's so dumb. I don't understand how the D9, which are organizations that are African-American, I'm choking over this candy. Hold on. Jesus. That ginger went down my throat. I don't understand how the D9, which are organizations that are African-American, make hazing a part of their culture. Aren't y'all tired of being beat on? Probate, okay. You just said something there. Didn't something like this happen a few years back? I feel like it was a big public situation. Yes, it's always happening. My coworker's son walked off that line for things that made him uncomfortable. Wow. Hey, Angela Bailey. I had to approve every meeting and time frames before they can even start, so that when this happens and it wasn't approved, it was unsanctioned. This relieves the university and national organization from liability. That makes a lot of sense. Crazy part about it is, if the old heads still know it, it's like undermining the system. As a nuke, we stress no hazing and we do not tolerate it. However, these young guys coming in now want so hard to not be considered what they call paper. Wow. I didn't know it was that deep. The paper thing was that deep, y'all. I'm D9. At your age, you can be paper, but as an undergraduate, you wouldn't want to be paper. Gotcha. They can then sue the perps directly. Yeah, I'm suing. Now, mind you, let me say this. Charges have not came up yet. If I was these guys, I would be lowering up. I'm a Sigma. We had to go through training about hazing and other things we do that serious charges can come up to you in the chapter. Y'all do me a favor. There's not a lot of likes on this. Y'all make sure y'all like this video, bruh. Sis says. I renounced and denounced, but when I went through the process, we were hazed. Wow. Now, I heard the women get hazed way worse than the men get hazed. Is that true? You didn't get hazed? Okay, gotcha. I wonder how many have died from hazing. NPHC orgs are their last legs with insurance. They will all lose coverage soon. It's inevitable. Oh, wow. I mean, Jesus Christ. I remember being an undergrad and wanting to pledge but couldn't because D9 got suspended for hazing, and then when they came back, they continued to haze. Unsanctioned meetings were the norm, and the grad chapter members were right there. We even had national members there too. See that? Yes, institutional corruption. This is institutional. This is not Southern University. This is an institutional issue. As a D9 member, until we started dechartering chapters on campuses, which is a step, then hazing will continue. Caleb signed a disclosure regarding hazing. I believe out of fear, he was afraid to report that hazing was occurring. Can I act? All right, Farrelly, Sam Hitton, and the rest of you guys, let me ask y'all this. All right, I signed a disclosure about hazing. Bam. Then I realized I'm being hazed. Bam, bam. Who do I go to? Like, where do I go to whistleblow that hazing is going on. It seems like you can't be. Those of y'all in the D9, I would love to hear what y'all got to say about that. My nephew just pledged, and I know they were whipping his A. I'm his aunt, and I was trying to make sure he was okay, but his parents, not Greek, GDI, were proud he was hazed. Wow. What's GDI mean? I was totally hazed, but that was in the 90s. That stuff is not okay today, especially with the laws and lawsuits that have been brought to the organization. Hazing in jail, even worse, and it ain't funny. I have a total different look at this situation because I feel there needs to be accountability on all sides today. Yeah, he paid. Yep. Murphy did pledge, yeah. The National Panhellenic Council is the NPHC. Wow. Okay. I'm a member of the Omega Psi Phi. This is being handled by law enforcement, of course, the university, and leaders of the fraternity. The guilty parties will be prosecuted to the fullest extent. Great question. Daryl Moore, how is the reaction of the overall organization? I saw that Ricky Smiley was asking for the family's information. VT, what are you going to be a paper of? I don't know if I'm supposed to say, but A-Phi-A. If I ever was a part of a paper fraternity, whatever how you said, it'd be A-Phi-A, easily. No questions asked. I know grown men with children and families that submit to hazing to become a graduate member. It's a, it's a safe space. I'm not judging. You did not see me judge. You did not see me. I'm judging you. You did not see I'm judging. You did not see me judge. White orbs have the highest deaths regarding. I know them fools go too far. I know them fools go too far. Again, the family can't sue the organization, but the family can come after the chapter and the grad members, but not the organization. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's true. Some sororities worse than others. It's almost like they want to compete with the men when it comes to hazing. I heard that. I heard it is bad for the women. I investigated gospel choirs, chess club. Hold on. The gospel choir. Them niggas supposed to be singing John B. Key, Jesus is Real. For they look college concert with two people to show up. Why is they hazing? What the heck? Okay. Great question. D9ers, what is the benefit of being a part of the organization? Report to your chapter advisor. I would never do that. Police are. I think that I would probably report to the police. I would not report to anybody on the campus. Yeah. I would dare not whistleblow to anybody on campus. VT, you have to report it to chapter advisor and get in contact with the national organization and then call the police. Well, see, y'all, the problem with this is they say you report to your MTA. Hold on, let me read this one. You need to report hazing to the Office of Greek Life if you have one on campus, or to the Office of Student Affairs. Preferably, you can contact your district office for your particular state or national. Hold on, this can't. I'm sorry, y'all. Particular state or nationals. It's a lot of ways to report. As stated, these young people are afraid to report hazing out of fear. The system being longer is indebted to your future line brothers or line sisters and your prophytes. But okay, can you D9ers understand what I mean by this is such an institutional issue? That it sounds not believable about this whole district, national, campus advisor, as if nobody, like, come on. It seems like everybody knows this is already going on. Why would it be suggested to report this to somebody that already has at least a little clue this is going on? Am I not understanding? let's face it, if you was in band, concert choir, gospel choir, some type of hazing was involved. I did not know that. Y'all, I honestly didn't know that. Hold on for a second. I was hazed to become a preacher. Well, you mean, VTerrillHill? My daddy made me sweep the floors and put up the chairs after Bible study for a year. Then I didn't do right, so I had to do 2 years. I'm suing the Church of God in Christ. I'm suing the Church of God in Christ. I was hazed to be Minister Hill, and I'm ruined. Annie, this is so funny. Call the law. Annie, that is hilarious. All right, Daryl. Daryl, I got a question for you. I want you to be absolutely honest with me. Absolutely honest with me, Daryl. For those of y'all that are listening and not reading, Daryl says, we do not condone what happened to that young man. The guilty parties will be expelled by us, and the law enforcement will deal with them. So, Daryl, are you saying that you had absolutely, positively, without controversy, no idea that hazing was going on? I had students that would travel to other states after they crossed to be hazed by other chapters. Hazing isn't just physical. Wow. The only thing else I would say on this matter is that folks wanting to become D9 needs to fully research the process. Know what you do not have to do while going through the process. Now that I like that. I like that. Don't assume everything is okay. The band hazed worse than the sororities? Now, I heard about marching band. I'm surprised about chess club and gospel choirs. Hold on. The benefits of being in a fraternity is a brotherhood. Do things in the community, give back, give scholarships to youth. You can get good jobs with people who's a part of the same organization. Now, I believe that. This is wild. College age is still so young. You still try to find yourself. You just want to belong. So sad, yep. Hell, you could be hazed academically. I went through mental hazing during my doctoral process. It's real. Oh, my God. VT, I love you, but I got to get off here because I'm so mad about this. I understand, Annie. I understand. I am a proud member of the Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, founded on the campus of Howard University, January 1914. Come on, brethren. How do you research it when it's called a secret? When it's all a secret? Once you're in, I can see it being hard to walk away. You know what? I really thought, Ashley, I really was standing behind John's statement, but how do you research a thing that's unsanctioned in the secret? Well, this is so interesting to me. If there is no report, there's nothing for us to act on. We have to get a report. I had a grandmother call me to say she can't reach her grandson, and I issued a cease and desist to investigate. Oh. This is so interesting to me, y'all. Hey, Tracy, y'all. I want to be Sigma FAMU in here, 7 Hills. I don't know what that means, Daryl. You want to be Sigma FAMU? What's 7 Hills mean? Vincent, as staff and faculty members, we go home. We can't monitor these young people 24/7. Okay, that's fair. That's fair, Sam. That's fair. Imagine being hazed by a dweeb. Boy, if you don't get the chess club, all the information about the org is public. The rituals are secret. Yeah, I think that's what Ashley was saying, what I have to agree with. The rituals are the problem, not the information. So there's not a lot, like, I guess, and I don't know, guys, I promise. So I'm just talking for the sake of the conversation, but let me not act like I know. Let me put that out there. The rituals are the problem, and you don't know what rituals you're going to face until you actually start probating. So it's hard to It's hard to know. Now, I guess to John's point, they probably tell you what not to do, what you don't. Yeah, because John said what not to do, what you don't have to accept, da 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 da. So yeah, I stand by John's statement once again. Yeah. They won't tell you shat. That's what one thing we are known of, 7 hills. Oh, okay, gotcha. Rituals are, I guess, what y'all consider secrets, but the process is that easy to find out. The rituals are illegal. It's the hazing rituals that are the problem. The rituals are not the problem. It's the people. See, that's the thing. Y'all know that because y'all are in it. We call it rituals because maybe we should call it hazing. The hazing. Entschuldigen Sie bitte. You need a D9 member to come up and explain these questions. What time is it? I so would love that. But I tell you what I'm going to do. Who in here, I tell you what, Farrelly, of course you did, Jonathan, Servant Gary, Sam Hinton, all of y'all that know, who in here want to come on stage? And y'all can all come on at one time. You don't have to show your face. Let me see. Because if so, we'll run a commercial break, and then I'll let y'all come on so we can talk. Oh, this is about to get good. I absolutely did not think this was going to be a good show today, guys, but I take it back. All right, Daryl Moore. Okay, Daryl. Okay, who else? All right, I'll tell you what. I'm going to be looking at the comments, and I'm going to drop the link. Let me go on commercial break real quick, and then I'm going to drop the link during commercial break. I want you guys to, I want all of y'all to come up at one time and talk to me about all the things educate your brethren. All right, be right. I'm going to miss this commercial.
Hello, my name is Pastor Perry Hill. I am the founder of Lifeline Press Center.
I am Angeline Hill. I am the vice president of Lifeline Press Center.
I'm VTerrillHill, the founder of SafeSpace.
We would like to invite you to our conference,
Impartation 2025.
A cross-generational family conference.
Our generation deserves to serve God without constraints of cultural or religious beliefs.
The purpose of this event is to bridge the gap one generation to the next. That different styles of worship are done in unison to the Divine One, and the power of God may be felt like Pentecost.
Honoring God based on who you know God to be from the depths of our hearts, that everyone will feel the love of God with no limitations.
For more information,
go to lifelinepresscenter.com
or scan the QR code at the bottom of the screen. Lord, I was supposed to set this up for the second commercial. I'll be back, y'all.
SafeSpace, refuge for growth and healing. Want to be connected to all that SafeSpace has to offer? Join our email community. Stay in the loop with inspirational insights and updates. Join our email community and connect with like-minded individuals on the path to self-discovery. Sign up now.
Find your tribe in a safe, supportive space. Join the SafeSpace private community and connect with others who get it. We're waiting for you. Stay connected wherever you are with lives and video drops. Text VTerrillHill to 833-458-3658 for instant updates and powerful insights. Join the text community now. Curious about what's next? Book an intuitive tarot reading with VTerrillHill and get the clarity you need. Your future awaits. Heal from within and transform your life. Schedule a soul healing consultation and take the first step towards wholeness. Start your journey today.
Click the Linktree link inside of the description box connected to this video for all of what the SafeSpace universe has to offer.
All right, hi, my name is VTerrillHill. I am a healing soul healer. I come live Monday through Thursday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and on Friday at 6:30 p.m. Private community member who sent me these candies. I'd be tearing these things. I know it's supposed to be for my teeth, but they're so good. Text VTerrillHill to 833-458-3658. Text VTerrillHill to 833-458-3658 to be notified when I go live, all right? Hey, I need 9 of you to send $10 now. Send. If I get 9 of you to send $10 to help us reach our goal today, the Cash App is SafeSpace VTH. PayPal and Zelle is info@VTerrillHill.com. And the Venmo is at VTerrillHill. PayPal is and Zelle is info@VTerrillHill.com. Cash App is SafeSpace VTH, and the Venmo is at VTerrillHill. P.O. Box 221, Wissit, North Carolina 27377 is the P.O. Box. Send me something nice, and I'll open something nice. As you guys know, it's always fun to open up things live in the show. and I'm looking forward to that. Join the private community. I have not been that active in the private community this week because I'm working on the conference, but I promise you next week we're going to be back at it swinging. If not, let me recoup from the conference, of course, right? Email me at info@VTerrillHill.com. Email me at info@VTerrillHill.com for all things connected to me. If I got something wrong, if I covered a story right, whatever it is, if you want to defend your name or your church because I've called you out, email me. Okay. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. There's only 58 likes on this whole, so I need y'all to like this video. Okay. There's 80 of you watching between Facebook and YouTube. I need you, please like this video. Like this video. Please do me a favor and like this video. I would love to see this go to 75 likes when I do the announcements. All right. You can book your tarot card session, your prophetic tarot card session, or soul healing session by clicking the Linktree link in the video description box of Facebook and YouTube. Okay. Appreciate you guys. Let's see here. Let's see. Where is Farrelly? I want you to come on too. Because Farrelly is administration. And Farrelly just came on. Good. Sam, if you can hear me, go ahead and connect your device. We got John, Daryl, Sam, and Farrelly. This is going to be really good, guys. Oh boy. Now, I agree. If you're a part of the D9, you should send $10. Hold on. I can't do that for the young man because I'm not going to send it to him. Why are you trying to set me up to get canceled, Melissa W? Rewrite that differently so I can promote that comment. All right, let's bring these guys up real quick. Jesus, going to get me fired. Okay, of course she did. Oh, good. Sam, connect your device so you can come on. All right. So we got John Ford, who is all right. John, what organization are you a part of?
Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated.
Okay, Kappa Alpha Psi. You got Daryl Moore. Daryl, who the Omega, bro. And then we got Farrelly. What part did you play in all of this? Or do you play in all this?
I was a administrator over Greek life at a HBCU.
Okay, perfect. And then, of course, she did 1406. That 1406, I'm sure it means something.
It does, but it's not Greek related.
Ow. Okay. Well, okay.
And I'm a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
Okay, so we got a Kappa, a Theta, a Kappa, a Delta, and a Q, and an administrator. Yeah. You know what? We got a good spread in here. I like this. All right, guys. The problem that I am having that I need you guys to help me understand is this feels like an institutional issue. And to simply say the school or, for example, the Kappas or the Deltas or the Qs vehemently speak against such actions, we do not, seems a little not on the button. Can y'all help me understand? Do y'all understand what I'm saying?
Well, in 1990, the National Panhellenic Council, which incorporates all 9 of the organizations, put it in writing their position on hazing. It was not allowed. It was done away with. And there's serious penalties for it, not just from the organization, but hazing in a lot of the states is either a misdemeanor or a felony.
Okay.
So this is not just going to be handled by the organization. It's going to be handled by the law enforcement, by the courts, by the university, civilly by the parents of that young man. I mean, it's not just something that's going to be swept under the rug. They took the National Panhellenic Council took a stance as a collective body against hazing.
Mm-hmm.
And every organization, I can't speak for the other 8. I can only speak for mine. Right now, mine is one dealing with this.
Right.
But by no stretch of the imagination are you to even think that all of the organizations haven't had to deal with something like this at one time or another. It's not. That's definitely not the case.
Okay.
Not just black organizations, white organizations as well. I do not personally condone hazing of any form. I don't care what organization you are, whether it be fraternities, sororities, clubs, because all these organizations have some people that refuse to abide by the rules. The rules are very clear. We do not physical, verbal abuse of any kind is not permitted. If you're caught doing it, you will be expelled. If you hurt or kill somebody, you're going to deal with the criminal justice system. That's what's happening right now. The investigation is ongoing. The people that caused this young man to lose his life, that I'm just going to say it as it is, the people that took his life by their actions, they will be held accountable in the court of law. And I do not support that. That is not what my organization is about. It is wrong and it's illegal.
So are you saying so you don't think it's an institutional issue?
So
it's just, and I'm gonna tell you why.
So Daryl, I don't mean to cut you off, but I mean, let's be honest, right? The reason why they were able to go to that warehouse is because Brother Smith allowed them in there. There is a acceptance of it by certain people. That doesn't mean that the national organization is encouraging it or saying that it's okay. But there are people in the organization who feel like they had to go through it, and you're going to go through it too. And so, is it right? No, but that does occur.
Yeah. I'm not saying that it doesn't. Now, let me be clear. I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm saying it's not by everybody. You're going to in every organization you're a part of, you're going to have people that follow the rules and do the right thing, and then you're going to have knuckleheads. Sure, you got them in the church. So what would make you think that you're not going to have them in an organization outside of a church? Because you got some people that are going to do right within the church, and you got some people that are molesting children, that are stealing money, that are scamming and scheming in every which way possible. But they get the most attention put on them because they're demonstrating bad behavior. But you look at the other 90% of the pastors and church leaders that are doing right, nobody hardly ever mentions them. But you mention the bad apples because they're the ones out on the news. They're the ones getting the press because, as we know, drama sells, just like here on social media. The people that tend to be the most popular are the most controversial.
Okay. So basically you're saying, Daryl, this is not an institutionalized issue.
It's not organization or cultural wide or everybody's doing it. No, it's bad apples in each group that's doing it.
Okay. Now, for really, I want you to chime in a second, but let me ask this, John. What are your thoughts? Do you agree with what Daryl's saying?
I totally agree with what Daryl is saying. We do have bad apples within the fraternity that continue to do this, but I can only speak for Captain. So I will tell you some things that we do have in place is that we do not allow what is not supposed to be allowed if you're not MTA certified, meaning member intake certified. You can't get around everybody that's going through the initiation process anyway. But we do have people that do that puts us in this situation. And what's going to end up happening, I know for my fraternity, what's going to end up happening is all undergrads are going to end up being shut down eventually because of stuff like this. But like I said, it's not. I don't think it's institutionalized. Has nothing to do with the organization. Yeah, MIP certified. Thank you, Gary. Yeah. Has nothing to do with the organization. It has more so to do with the bad apples within the organization that feel just like the young lady has stated. That feel like they had to go through that process, so you should have to go through that too. Or they'll refer to you as paper. And right. I'll come back and say something about the paper stuff.
All right, fair enough. All right, of course she did 1406. What's your take on it?
So I agree. There are definitely bad apples who feel like they're gonna make you, right? You're gonna get made. You're not gonna be paper because you're gonna go through all the stuff that they went through. But the national organizations make it very, very clear that, this is not the stance of the national organization. You have to go through the training, just like Jonathan and Daryl said. So, I mean, the people who are in the process typically are the good people, or they're not the people that's really even causing these problems. I wasn't there, but I can pretty much guarantee that whoever was a part of that situation with that young man probably wasn't even like his dean or anything like that. It was probably some brothers who came that was gonna make sure that y'all gonna be real cues before y'all cross.
So now, okay, I'm gonna put a pin there because I want to bring Farrelly in real quick. I want to bring Farrelly in real quick. Farrelly, you were on the other side. Sam just came on. Hey, Sam, how you doing?
Good, man.
Good. You, and Sam, what fraternity are you a part of?
Doing good.
What fraternity were you a part of? Sam?
Alpha.
Oh, okay, good. All right, so I'll come back to you. But for Farrelly, you were on the other side of that. Was your experience in alignment with what John, Daryl, and of course she did is saying?
Yeah. The process for membership intake is clearly defined, and the organizations don't play about it. So I would always was in contact with regional directors, graduate chapters. We even held seminars before you could even go to a membership interest session about what hazing was. We would show them videos, and even on my campuses, they would have to pass a test at 70% to understand what you needed to do if you were a victim of these circumstances. And so that's what we did on the campuses where I was responsible for Greek life, but it was definitely not tolerated. And I had a zero tolerance policy. If somebody reported anything, it was all getting stopped because I wasn't calling a parent to say your child died on my watch.
Right. Gotcha. So could it have been that Southern University has a problem versus because
no, it's everywhere.
I guess what I'm saying is you just said something very strict, like one issue, we shutting it all down. So
that's everywhere though. That's all. As soon as something get reported, it shuts down because everybody that's in, how can I say this? Everybody that's involved right now, they need a lawyer, and they're gonna potentially need bail money.
Oh yeah.
So I can't divulge because, but there's paperwork that you have to sign.
Yes, sir.
As a potential member, and like we've all said before you can even involve yourself in bringing in new members, you have to take classes and pass these classes and sign a statement agreeing that what you will and will not do. And if you violate that, you're held liable.
See, I got to push back on that real quick. But before I do, I will push back on that real quick. But before I do, let's let Sam talk. Sam, you're part of the A5As. Do you think this is institutionalized or this is a bad apple in every box of apples?
I think it's a bad apple because as faculty and staff members, when we go home, we go home. So we don't police what goes on campus during intake season. We're not going home and then, let me ride on campus at 8 o'clock or let me ride on campus at 10 o'clock, to see, what the females or males doing. And what I can say about Alpha is, we have IMDP training now, because of what has happened like in recent years. So even when we was on a moratorium, I think back in I say maybe 2008, 2009, something like that. We was on a moratorium. So now we have IMDP training on materials for brothers. So that means like candidates, they go through the IMDP process. That's for candidates. They have to register, with the district, to apply just to get an application. But now, you have to even pass, a preliminary test in order to be considered, as a pledging. So if you don't pass that test and you don't get that 90%, then that's it for you. You got to try again next fall, next spring, or next year.
So what I hear all of y'all saying is that every Greek organization has some kind of strenuous intake processing to make sure that every pledgee is educated on the do's and the do not. If that's the case, then, if that is the case, and if all of y'all said is what it is, and I have no reason to believe it's not, and these people are either MIP certified, MTA certified, I guess it's clearly a different title per organization, then how did Caleb Wilson get in the hands of these people?
Because
go ahead.
so I think the guy at the campus, I forgot his name. Pirelli. He stated that at his school that they even give a test, right, that says that and the kids have to pass that by 70% before they can even apply.
Right.
Everybody knows the rules, right? They know it, right? They got to pass a test to do it, right? But they don't want to be papered. There is a negative connotation with being paper, having that associated with you. So regardless of what they know, at the end of the day, when they're done with this process and they're now a member of the organization, they don't want to look like they're not supposed to be there, that they're not just as real as the others, right? And so they're not going to push back on being hazed. I mean, even though you signed the paperwork and all of that, you still want to be legit. So I mean, there's a pressure that's put on by culture. Not the organization. The organization isn't doing that. But depending on where you are, the culture of that school, the culture of that chapter could very well be the peer pressure that says, all right, we're going to take this because you don't want your line dropped. You want to be or whatever as much as, all of your line sisters or all of your line brothers. And so they're not going to push back.
Gotcha. So it could be a culture issue in that individual school, is what you're saying.
That's
absolutely.
Yeah, definitely in that school, especially that chapter. Yeah, I mean, because sometimes chapters can cross schools. That's another whole thing.
Chapter. Okay, so it could be a culture issue in the chapter, but not in the whole. So, for example, we could be in Church of God in Christ up under the same jurisdiction, but district number 1, dope district, the leadership is great, but district number 4, the superintendent is a tyrant, but
correct.
Sort of like something like that. Okay.
I wouldn't have connected it to the Church of God in Christ, but yes, sir. That sounds better.
I'm churchy. I had to do it in my life. Okay.
That's the point I'm trying to make. It's just like you said, how did this happen with all these rules? Same way these preachers are out here molesting these children. Same way. All these preachers are not out here doing it's just a group of bad apples that decided they're going to misuse their power and authority and their leadership, and things like that happen. This is not a organization-wide accepted mode of behavior. These are people that have decided to break the rules that we have in place. And they did so at their own peril. And unfortunately, they took someone's life, and now they're going to be held accountable for it in a court of law.
Okay, I think I get that. I'm gonna read. Okay, I'm gonna read some of y'all's private comments, and then I'm gonna read some publics. And there's some questions I would like y'all to answer. I'm not gonna hold y'all long. Pirelli says it's social acceptance. They are 18 to 21 years old. Their minds are not fully formed. So even with all the rules, you're going in to be a Q, alpha, delta, or whatever. I don't care what these rules say. Punch me because I want to be a part. I could see that. I understand that. And then Sam says we need a consensus that you should not pledge until you are a junior. Well, Sam, unfortunately, this young man was a junior. So
and you know what? And you're correct.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
I agree.
Yeah.
You should be at least in the second semester of your junior year before you can be considered.
Yes, sir.
And then
that's my opinion.
Be on the yard a year. Like think about what you're like. I was about to say something stereotypical that I'm not going to say, but if you graduate in 4 years, you would only have a year on the yard. I mean, you want to be on the yard, you want to be Greek as long as possible. So a lot of people are going to try their sophomore year. I mean, depending on your school, I think some schools allow you to pledge your second semester freshman year, but the majority of them.
And that's at those PWIs.
That's the PWI HBCU. You have to be a
We're not
second
doing that.
semester of your sophomore year.
Yeah.
What's funny was when I went to Fayetteville State, some of my, and I figured it out because y'all know how my mind worked. Some of my freshman dorm mates were leaving late at night and coming back all toe down, and I knew they were pledged. Matter of fact, and they came out A Phi A. And so I knew it. I didn't say nothing, and then they came out A Phi A. So at least back in my day,
well,
freshman.
So full disclosure, I also went to that school, right? And and the Alphas at that school is a city chapter, not a chapter that's associated with the college. So the college has a rule that you have to be a sophomore. And usually it's the second semester just because of how the cycle is there. But that particular chapter is a chapter that's shared with UNC Pembroke and with Fayetteville. And so their rules are a little different than university.
This is why I'm glad y'all are on here. Okay. All right. I'm going to run through these real quick, and then I'm going to get some questions from the audience. Pirelli says, also, if you are legacy, your family will tell you to push through it. I've seen it too many times. That makes sense. We allowed it based on credit hours. You could be a first year with the sophomore credits. So what Pirelli's saying, in their school, if you had as many credits, okay, if you had enough credits to be a sophomore, though you were in your freshman year, you could do it.
That's 30 credit hours. That's 30 credit hours on the semester system. That technically makes you a sophomore, even though you might have already earned them in your freshman year. On paper, you're still a sophomore.
I love this.
And now, since we got these students, they're doing the dual enrollment, with their high school and doing it with a technical school.
Oh, they're coming in with all these credits.
They're coming in as a junior. You know what I'm saying? Even though that they're a freshman at the college, this is their first year, at a 4-year, but they're coming in because of the credit hours as a junior.
Okay, this is why I'm glad y'all are on here, because this gives you a lot of. Because so these jokers can be young as heck.
Yes.
I mean, super young as heck and still able to pledge.
Yeah. So I can be 17. You know what I'm saying? And I'm graduating.
Martin Luther King was what, 15, 16 when he pledged Alpha?
Right, more. So I mean, I'm graduating with my high school diploma and I'm graduating with my associates.
Yeah.
And say I turned 18 that summer. So that fall, and one more month, I'm coming in as a junior, and I'm going to an intake information session. Then I get picked, to pledge.
And your GPA already straight. You haven't even went through the get up at the 8 o'clock in the morning stress, because your GPA already high because you did it in college when you had to still ask to go to the bathroom. So you ain't even went. So that's a loophole. I'm glad y'all up here. Let me read this real quick because I don't want to hold y'all long. Ashley says, is there a climate of safe reporting or feedback within these organizations that when things go too far, things are handled appropriately? I want to hear from I want to hear from Pirelli. I'm gonna start with Pirelli first. Pirelli, knowing all the policies and rules that your particular school put in place, would you say that the climate was safe for safe reporting and feedback?
Yes, if you didn't feel like you could report it to the organization, you can come to me, or you can go to someone in my office, or you can go to the campus police.
Okay, gotcha. All right, now for the D9ers, do you all feel like that's realistic? I mean, let me give you the example of how I see it. A cop see a dirty cop doing something bad. The cop turns on the dirty cop. That's not going to end well for the cop that squealed. So it's hard for me to wrap my mind around this. Do you all feel like that is realistic, this ideal of reporting? And I want to hear from all four of you guys as y'all are representing y'all fraternities on here. Guys and gals, rather.
It's realistic. And you might get some pushback in any organization you're a member of if you exposing bad behavior. It's very realistic. Like their step, if a young person contacts the organization, because we have a number you can call, the university person in charge of Greek life, campus security if it happened on campus, local PD if it happened off campus. There are channels and avenues you can go through to get yourself in a safe situation. And worst case scenario, you call home and tell your parents what's going on. They contact the university.
Yeah, gotcha.
Absolutely.
All right, others, y'all want to chime in?
Now, more. He summed it up for me, man.
Okay. Now, Farrelly said in the private comments, reporting is confidential. Reporting is confidential when reported to a responsible party, especially a campus official. You can also report online anonymously. Now, I know I'm not slick behind. I did a little fake camera and my lapel and dropped it on social media.
That ain't gonna happen. I can tell you that.
One of the things I will tell you when it comes to reporting, it is safe to report, but there's also consequences behind reporting.
Okay.
One, I know with Kappa, depending on your chapter, that whole line might get shut down. And I think that's the reason why a lot of them kind of are intimidated to report, especially if you go to report it to the school versus report it to the organization.
Right.
I do believe some universities will come in and shut it down automatically.
Right.
But it just varies, and I think that's something. It even goes back to, and I hate to say it, this paper versus made stuff. I wish that that those that are interested in becoming D9, that they would actually do the research as far as what you should be taking and what you shouldn't take. You know, some people just don't know what hazing is.
Right.
And then some folks will just take it because they don't want to be called paper, which I don't know about any brothers on this line, but my thing is, if you went through the process, you ain't paper to me.
Right.
You know? But of course, you got some older brothers that's gonna call you paper or whatever. I had a situation with my nephew that pledged Kappa, calling me in the middle of the night crying. And I had to ask him, what is important to you? Do you want to be socially accepted, or do you want to be a part of the organization? I mean, you know, I had to tell him, you got to make a decision what you want to do here. But I wouldn't take a whole bunch of abuse, you know, because you don't have to.
Hold on. Not to interrupt you. So you can be a paper undergrad and just bypass the whole pledging thing?
No. Yes.
No.
I mean, once you take the test, I mean, it's a good. You good.
Yeah.
And once that check cleared, they ain't giving you that money back.
That's what it is. Check clear.
That's why I told my nephew, I'm like, as soon as that check cleared, boy, tell them people go on somewhere.
Y'all, you know what? Nah, y'all lying, because ain't nowhere in the world I'm hooping and getting punched and dragged, and I just take the test and pay the check. Call me paper. I've been called worse.
Well, Vince, each organization has intake process, and so I'm gonna speak for Alpha. We have our intake process in our weeks. So if it's not sanctioned for within those weekends that we meet, then it's a wrap. Other things that go on prior to that weekend, that's unsanctioned.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
That's not a part of our IMDP process.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some stupid people, like my cousin, and he was a grown man when he pledged. He pledged grown man. He went through the whole process, and somebody told him he was paper. He literally went through all of the hazing after he had already crossed, so that he wouldn't be called paper. He was a grown whole man. This wasn't an undergrad.
Wow.
So there are just some people who, are dying to be accepted.
Yeah.
And will take it and sign for it.
Wow. I guess because I've been called everything up under the sun, I was just added to the list. Okay, I'm paper. What else? Call me Paper Mache Hill. That's my Alpha Phi Alpha name. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let me keep on going. Let's see here. Ashley also asks, if you all speak out against these organizations negatively, are you punished in some kind of way?
No, this is not Donald Trump's organization. You can speak out against your own organization. I have been a member of Omega Psi Phi since February 1st at 6 p.m. in the year of our Lord 1992, and I've been very vocal about anything that I see that's been going on that has been right, and I will do so until the day I die.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. All right. What about the rest of you guys? Is it frowned upon to talk negatively?
I would say, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It, help me out more. Is that's I would it's in between.
I'll tell you. So if you want to be a part of an organization, you're not going to go and say something negatively because they have to vote on you. And you want to make sure you have good reputation with that organization. So if you're trying to be a part of the organization, there is potential for negative things to happen. You not to become a member, but if you're in the organization, you're a member. You can say what you want to say.
Exactly.
Okay. So
Right.
post probate, you can say whatever you want to say.
Safe to say.
I don't know if that's necessarily true, right? Because you still have to, associate with these people. So you can't just say anything. This is your sisterhood. This is your brotherhood. So you there is some decorum, right? You can't just be out here saying.
Let me ask you this. You do you like everybody that's in your family?
No, I don't. But I'm not saying everybody in party either. That's
Let
not.
me finish. Everybody that's kin to you, you don't like. So what make you think everybody in an organization that you paid money to join is going to like you? You can do absolutely nothing and still going to have people say, for whatever reason, I just don't like Daryl Moore. Okay. I don't remember seeing your name on any of them bills in my mailbox. I don't remember seeing you on my Christmas shopping list. I really don't lose any sleep worrying about what you think about me.
What?
Right is right, wrong is wrong.
Yeah, I'm not.
This
talking
organization back here didn't
talking
make
about
me.
the
I make it.
Well, in context, I feel like, and I could be wrong. Ashley, tell me if I'm right or wrong. I feel like Ashley's question was pretty much to stoke a secondary conversation.
Mm-hmm.
D9ers are on here discussing something that maybe D9ers can't really get into if they are heavy in the organization anyway, because it will be frowned upon to really be like, listen, these niggas crazy. We've been knew they crazy, and we just turn a blind eye. So the question is, are you all saying it's not institutional because you're supposed to say that, or do you truly have the freedom to say BS? It's not
institutional. I'm not. Nobody's gonna strike fear in me. Like, oh, I can't say that. No, if you're right, you're right. If you're wrong, you're wrong. And I've said that in meetings, local meetings, state meetings, district meetings, national meetings. This is what I think is we doing right, and this is what I think is doing wrong. And I have a right to my opinion. And other people might see it a different way. They stand and say what they gotta say. But am I gonna worry about some blowback because I speak out against what I consider wrong? No. Like I said, I was a man before I became an Omega. Omega didn't make me a man. I was already a grown man. Hell, I was 23, engaged to be married.
Wow.
So
okay. All right. Others, what do y'all say?
No, I agree.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Okay. Because I think that's a great question. Because I didn't know if y'all were being put.
Melissa, that was a good question. Melissa W.
Hold on, where is it at?
Said, what would make a person leave the organization is just about brotherhood. They had a guy. People now having this because these online preachers are telling them that being a member of an organization, you're going to go to hell and you're sinning and you putting this before God and all this kind of nonsense. One of the founders of my fraternity was a Methodist bishop. So, and I can't speak for the other organization. We were founded on Christian principles. There was a time you couldn't even join my fraternity if like you was a Muslim or a Jew or something else because it just wasn't allowed. But now it's illegal to discriminate against somebody based on their religious beliefs. So times we had to adjust with the times because we have a lot of Muslim members. Should we even got some members don't believe in God at all? And I personally don't agree with that, but you can't deny somebody access for something if they meet all your qualifications. And you can't say, well, you're not a Christian like I am, so you can't be in here. Because Minister Louis Farrakhan is a member of my fraternity. He got kicked out when he was an undergrad in the 50s because one of the older brothers didn't like the fact that he had joined the Nation of Islam.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
No other reason, just by his religious belief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Farrelly said, folks denouncing all around. I had a student denounce a few weeks after crossing, cited the Lord told him it was ungodly.
And that was a bunch of bullshit. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to figure out why the Lord told you it was ungodly after you crossed.
After you crossed,
went
you
through the whole
dumbass should have told me
process.
that.
Why he wasn't telling you in the middle of it?
No, when you were filling out the
was
paperwork and paying the money and going to all the meetings, God
Yeah.
didn't speak to you until after you crossed. Oh, I didn't see the light. You full of shit.
Now I will say,
I can't stand them. People around on God like that. I can't
as a
stand
pastor, this is what I say.
All right, John, what you got?
Sometimes you got people that I don't know if I don't know if they've been convicted or what. I don't get it. I just think it's personal for everybody. Like for me, Kappa ain't my God. So, you know, I don't worship Kappa. I don't know where some of the folks that denounce talk about these false gods that we worship and all of that. I ain't never worshiped no false god. I've never said anything called out a false god name or anything. But I do know that some people I wish would denounce Kappa that make Kappa their whole entire life.
That's funny.
So some of them do need to denounce. I wasn't one of those. God comes first. My family, then Kappa somewhere down that line. But you know, I just think it's personal for everybody because you do have some people that they can't allow a fraternity or sorority to keep them from being close to God. You know, some people, I mean, they can allow anything to keep them from being close to God, just with anything, you know. So if that's something that they have to feel they need to push out their life, then get it out. But I mean, I like the ones that denounce and don't bash. Just denounce. Just say it wasn't for me.
Yeah, they want public attention. Oh, they got to make a video. Oh, I'm denouncing today. Bye.
Or
and that is becoming crazy now because, like in the past 2 to 3 years, we've seen so many videos. I denounce, I renounce, and I don't have a problem. Do what you have to do, but don't come out. I'm denouncing and renouncing, and everybody is saying the same thing.
But
God said. God said.
Pirelli said they got a conference for former Greeks now. Are y'all going to that conference?
I'm not former.
You know, it's just, you know, but if you denounce, and some people do outgrow it.
Yeah,
you know, some people do. They outgrow it. They're like, okay, this is not for me anymore. And I get that. And I understand.
So I got one question for y'all, and then we're gonna go. First of all, let me say this: y'all really made this show well-rounded. Thank you all so much. Y'all were hitting it in the comments. I'm glad we opened up the lines because I think I understand it now because in my Church of God, for my mind, my Kojic mind, there are some great jurisdictions with some horrible districts.
Yes.
There are some great cities with horrible local churches. So what y'all are saying is that and I'm glad Farrelly came on too, as the other side of the administration side. It sounds like all of these organizations have done their level best to enact policy to stop it. Whether it stops or not is up to the individual, the groups, the chapters, but there is policy out there to stop it. And to be honest with you, when you're dealing with grown people, that's the best you can do is the policy. Do I personally, Vincent Hill, think it's a cultural institutional issue? I think it is. I can see why y'all say it's not, but it's just my personal opinion. I'm not saying I'm God. I'm not saying I'm right. It's just my personal opinion, just like you guys, you know, you have your more empirical data because you're a part of it. I do have a question. Sam, if I plan on going back to school either late this year or early next year, how long do I have to be in school before I can play it? I'm paper. Don't look at me wrong. I'm shooting you. Paper. How long I got to wait?
They have 30 credit hours.
Yeah, as long as you got those 30 credit hours, you good.
And the GPA.
Oh, and the GPA.
And your GPA. Gotta have the GPA now.
Letters of recommendation.
Letters of recommendation.
I'll be reaching out to you, Sam. I'll be reaching out to you, Sam. So here's I'm tell y'all right now, prepare to be sick of me. Okay. Prepare to be sick of me. Because when I get them letters, y'all gonna be sick of me. I'm just saying right now. Right. VT trying to
you joined it for the wrong reason.
Right.
He's gonna be out here William Murphy in it.
No.
Hey,
everybody, it's just funny when people just, he's been a buzzword lately. William Murphy. William Murphy was at a probate show. That was his last phase before he was initiated. And they making this big to do, and all these preachers, I looked at them, I'm like, just say you couldn't cut it, and that's what it is. You wanted to do something like what he's doing with one of the organizations, and you just couldn't make the cut. So now you using Bible. Oh, the Bible says no. It's you saying it. God ain't never spoke out and said nothing about joining an organization. You just use your personal opinion, and then you want to pull a Bible passage out to support your personal bias is the word I'll use. But everybody making fun of him because he was out there with a dog collar, boots, and whatever. As you can see, I still got mine over my shoulder.
Right.
He did exactly what I did coming through 30 plus years ago. To an outsider, it looks silly and whatever, but it is what it is.
That's what neos do.
He's a neophyte. I mean, he's fresh in the organization.
Right.
So it is what it is. He wasn't breaking no laws. He wasn't hurting nobody. But just because certain people in a little pocket over here, the Bible says, and he's going to hell, and why is he joining that? And it's demonic. How do you know it's demonic? Are you a member? Are you telling me that I'm a demonic person because I'm a member, been a member 30 plus years? Yeah. So basically, if you saying my organization demonic, you calling me demonic, and I'm gonna get in your grill about it because I'm not demonic. I grew up in the church long before I knew anything about Omega Psi Phi.
Right.
I believe in God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit. Right. I joined Omega.
Right.
And the person that influenced me to join my fraternity was my cousin, my Sunday school teacher, my high school counselor.
I think it's there's one of Maslow's hierarchy of needs is community.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that people need community and they seek community. There are people, their community is safe space, and they like it. And there are people who they seek community through church, through denominations, through organizations, and then some of y'all are all of the above. So I think that we should not talk about that. Now, Farrelly said that I'm gonna be a social bro. And so as I said, prepare to be sick of me. And the first person that swing, I'm suing everybody. All right, that's all I got.
It'll never get to that. Yeah. It'll never get to that because you're gonna sign a document saying that you agree not to subject yourself to hazing.
That's not my money.
And Vince, because we just happened with Caleb, so now everybody is blind. Now they forget about the good works of fraternities and sororities.
Right.
Mm-hmm. They forget about community service. They forget about scholarships. Oh, when your cousin need a scholarship or your nephew or sister, then they come to the fraternity. Oh, y'all giving out scholarship. They forget about all the things that we do. But once hazing is involved, they the devil. They worship the devil. They worship these gods. Right. They need to be abolished and all this stuff. Right. But long as ain't no hazing going on, they own us. Right. They at our gallows. They're paying the tickets. They're dancing. You know what I'm saying? They eating our food.
Right. They at the what do you call them things before the games?
Tailgate.
Tailgate.
Yeah.
We're in the community giving out food, or we giving out turkeys for the holidays. Lines are long. Don't matter about turkey. They in our lines trying to get that turkey from the alphas.
Right.
Yep. Right. Or they buying my frat brother's shoes, Air Jordan.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
all right. Okay. So I got my information. Sam, I'll be reaching out to you. I'm going to need a letter of recommendation because I've always wanted to be. Now, am I allowed to talk like this?
Vincent ain't. He was talking. Vincent ain't doing that.
I would hold it like you playing cards. I wouldn't show my hand, sir. That's all.
Oh, okay. Well. Yeah. All right, okay, watch this. I'm gonna come on the show one day I'm gonna buy my old nasty cardigan. And the colors.
That's cardigan.
A cardigan, yes. Okay. I already got it planned out. A cardigan. And I'm like, what?
That's so old.
Y'all gonna stop hating on me. Hold on. Y'all think I'm playing? Oh my God. Okay. Okay, Farrelly says I need to be more discreet. Okay. All right. The Bible says study to shut up. Let me hush. All right. Forget everything I said. I'm never doing it. I never wanted to do it. Amen. Hold on. What? You are not allowed immediate disqualification. Y'all gonna stop hating on me. Anyway, let me say this. Of course she did. Farrelly, John, Sam, Daryl, and sincerity. Thank y'all so much because y'all, I can just pontificate. I think that's the word I want to use, but y'all have been in it. Y'all know the deal. So we got to respect you all's as y'all were the subject matter experts of today. Thank you all so much. I appreciate y'all for coming on.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll be blessed now.
All right.
Oh, the blood of Jesus. My question would be, what's the difference if you're joining or being a part of a denomination in the Greek? I want to leave that right there. All right, guys. I love y'all, man. I love y'all. I love y'all so much. Right. I ain't got to pay that much money, Ashley. I appreciate y'all so much. This was a great show. And what? I'm just saying, yes, Lord. Anyway, this show is literally supposed to be 1 hour, in and out. Y'all heard about Caleb. Be blessed. I got to get ready for the conference. We are an hour and 52 minutes in, and just like that, do me a favor. All right, y'all. If you're watching this and you have not liked it, please do me a favor. Yeah, okay, let me say this real quick. I'll never forget that dumb trade told me I had gay shoulders. I ain't never heard that in my life before. Was it a good show? As y'all see, I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. What? You are such a y'all are so dumb. Y'all are wow. Okay, I'll take that. Oh my God. You guys, okay. Anyway, what was I about to say? Of course, we're making a transition. I don't want, I want to come out of the space, the toxicity, the da 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 da. And how you do that is by way of content. I'm gonna always use this channel to call out. I'm going to always, oh, wow, thank you so much. Y'all are still giving. Thank you so much. I'm going to always use this channel to call out. I'm going to always use this channel to speak up for the little man and all that kind of stuff. But let me say this, where you start don't always have to be where you end. And I like this kind of conversation. I think it's more well-rounded, and it keeps us from, because sometimes you can be triggered with that heaviness. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna come out the bag every once in a while, but we're gonna be more well-rounded, is what I'm saying. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed this. All right. Hey, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Right. Hold on. You always say the show is gonna be short. Of course she did. Be rebuked. Some of them are mean, honey. Yeah. Please tell all of us to keep an open mind. We all have opinions and part of the different organization. We made one upset tonight. Uh-oh. Is it? Y'all know I be missing in the comments sometimes. I be, and this is a good problem. I can't monitor the comments like I used to. I hope no one was upset. This was like a great conversation. Oh, Jesus. Well, you can't please everybody. That's just the name of the game. And the reality is every show is not for everybody too. So I missed it. Y'all got to film recash. You know my info. DM me, email me, girl. Let me know what's going on, girl. Anyway, if you want to be notified when I come live, text VTerrillHill to 833-458-3658. Text VTerrillHill to 833-458-3658 to be notified when I come live. I don't know what the number is, but it's a little low. I would love 8 of you to send replay gang. Hit your brother up. I would love 8 of you to send $10 to help us reach our goal today. SafeSpace VTH is the Cash App. PayPal and Zelle is info@VTerrillHill.com. And the Venmo is at VTerrillHill. Cash App, SafeSpace VTH. PayPal and Zelle is info@VTerrillHill.com. And the Venmo is VTerrillHill. P.O. Box 221, Wisset, North Carolina 27377 is the P.O. Box. Send me something nice. I'll open something nice live. It is fun to do that. I enjoy it. And you guys are always so kind. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Join the private community. It's great over there. Saturday at 9:30, I will be still praying, but I will be inside of the conference room doing it. I'm going to set my camera up or something like that and just stream it for the private community. So I will be praying still from the conference, but to you guys. So there'll be people in the audience, but I will also be catering to you all as well. Private community for 9:30 in the morning prayer. All right. You can join the private community by clicking the Linktree link in the video description box of Facebook and YouTube. If you're on any other platform, come to Facebook or YouTube. Almost any video connected to my platform has a Linktree link in the video description box. You can join, but that way it is a YouTube private community for only $2.99. Moderators are putting in the live chat as well. If you're on a desktop or laptop, there's a join button up under this video. Click that join button, all right? Email me at info@VTerrillHill.com for all things connected with me. I talked about you, your church, your ministry, your organization, good, bad, or indifferent. Talk to me about it. There's an open invitation for you to come on as well. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Thank you guys so much for getting those likes up. I appreciate you in advance. All right, we are getting out of here, guys. I'm not reading none of that. Clearly, devil, you. All right, love y'all a long time. I will see y'all on tomorrow. Private community, no. They be out here snatching souls, child. Souls is getting lost dealing with them. I can't deal with murderers. I was just joking. I'm sorry. Thank you, Angel Heart. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That joke went too far. That joke went too far. I'm sorry, guys. That joke went way too far. Okay, I'm not getting involved in this. Not me talking about I'm not getting involved in it, reading emails. I'm so messy. Why y'all exposing me like this? I was supposed to be like unbothered. All right, okay, let me say this. Goodbye. Y'all be blessed. Love y'all a long time. Everybody gonna be all right because it's not that deep, it's not that serious. And all the things. I love y'all, man. Bye. I'll talk to y'all sometime tomorrow.
Hello, my name is Pastor Perry Hill. I am the founder of Lifeline Prayer Center.
I am Angeline Hill. I am the Vice President of Lifeline Press Center.
I'm VTerrillHill, the founder of SafeSpace.
We would like to invite you to our conference,
Impartation 2025.
A cross-generational family conference.
Our generation deserves to serve God without constraints of cultural or religious beliefs.
The purpose of this event is to bridge the gap from one generation to the next. That different styles of worship are done in unison to the Divine One, and the power of God may be felt like Pentecost.
Honoring God based on who you know God to be from the depths of our hearts, that everyone will feel the love of God with no limitations.
For more information,
go to lifelinepresscenter.com
or scan the QR code at the bottom of the screen.
SafeSpace, refuge for growth and healing. Want to be connected to all that SafeSpace has to offer? Join our email community. Stay in the loop with inspirational insights and updates. Join our email community and connect with like-minded individuals on the path to self-discovery. Sign up now.
Find your tribe in a safe, supportive space. Join the SafeSpace private community and connect with others who get it. We're waiting for you. Stay connected wherever you are with lives and video drops. Text VTerrillHill to 833-458-3658 for instant updates and powerful insights. Join the text community now. Curious about what's next? Book an intuitive tarot reading with VTerrillHill and get the clarity you need. Your future awaits. Heal from within and transform your life. Schedule a soul healing consultation and take the first step towards wholeness. Start your journey today.
Click the Linktree link inside of the description box connected to this video for all of what the SafeSpace universe has to offer.
So